CBC refuses to tell Parliament just how many gag orders they have on current or former employees. When an inquiry of the Heritage Ministry prompted the state broadcaster to divulge to the House of Commons just how many non-disclosure agreements have been imposed on staff, the CBC refused, citing time constraints. The question was posed by NDP MP Don Davies. He asked the CBC and its French language counterpart to inform the House on the number of non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements, and confidentiality agreements that the CBC signed with employees and contractors for each year in the last 10 years. In a hint to the enormity of the number of gag orders of some form, chronic House flipper Liberal MP Talid Noor Mohammed, as the parliamentary secretary to the Minister of Canadian Heritage, responded that as part of its business and employment activities, CBC Radio Canada concludes a wide variety of contract and agreements, many of which could include non-disclosure or confidentiality provisions. However, CBC Radio Canada does not track the specific number of those references. To gather the information requested, an extensive manual search and review of each contract concluded by the corporation would be required. Is it too much work to track down the numerous gag orders? Is it too much like actual journalism to read the records and come up with a number? What's going on at the CBC? What sort of toxic work environment is this taxpayer-funded behemoth percolating down there? For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. I think it's time to sell the CBC, don't you? You know, part it out like an old used car, let the private sector buy the usable pieces, and let the employees find their way in the world. If you agree with me, might I suggest you head on over to rebelnewsstore.com, use the coupon code Sheila10 for 10% off, and get yourself this great Sell the CBC shirt. Again, that's rebelnewsstore.com, coupon code Sheila10 for 10% off.